coming into a hairpin uphill turn, another important skill to learn towing in the mountains with a manual is being able to perform a smooth downshift. You know, I know where my gears mesh just from a lot of experience throughout the years, and I'm going to slip all the way down into second for the apex of the turn so that I'm turning 2,000 RPMs when I start to accelerate. I can easily push back to 3, make a smooth shift into third gear, pick back up to 2,000 RPM, and we'll go ahead and push to 3,000 RPMs and slip right up into fourth gear for the rest of this straightaway. And then we're going to start downshifting again as we come into this next 20 mile an hour one. Like right here's a good place to start. Drop in here. And looking ahead, you know, I'm looking up and around this turn. I know my rig and its limits. And I know that I can hold this speed in 2,000 RPM. And that 2,000 RPM is a great spot to start pressing on the throttle again without creating too hot of an exhaust gas temperature. You come out of a turn and try to press on it way down at 15, 16 on these trucks, heavily loaded. You'll blow a lot of black smoke, and your turbo can't catch up and put the air in there to go with it, like it can from this 1,800 to 2,000 range. Nice smooth application of the throttle. We're going to shift a little early at 2,500 or so, and show you that. Here at 16, you can hear the difference in engine tone. I'm at 1350 real quick, struggling to get on top of it, on top of that gear when you start mashing on it down there at 16 or so. And we're at the top with Mines Peak on the driver's side, the rest of the front range divide area opening up in front of us. And right off the bat, here's a lesson in heading downhill heavy and loaded is you should start in a gear you are comfortable will hold your load back. I've got an engine brake to help with that on this truck, and I'm turning 2,100 and holding steady at 40 miles an hour. I like that in fourth gear. This is the NV5600 6-speed tranny. It's got 6 gears and a like H pattern. It's a BD exhaust brake, which I have heard work the best on these 24-valve Cummins. People recommend pack brakes for 7.3s, and you know, there's 10 right answers to everything there. The only right answer is gaining the philosophical understanding of how to drive your truck safely. And this is again like a great testing ground for, you know, heavy diesel towing products and figuring shit out. You know, so with my pack brake or BD exhaust brake engaged, I'm not having any trouble holding 35, 40 miles an hour in fourth gear as we start down. And I also know that there are a couple, you know, 180 hairpin turns coming down Berthoud here. If you don't know what you're getting into, err on the side of slow. And if you see a big straightaway like this, you might be tempted to step her up into fifth and let her roll. But we'll see on this grade, fifth with no exhaust brake, we're picking up speed. We're already up to 45. And I'm guessing it's a low grade right here, it's 5%, 6%. But as it steepens around this corner, okay, you might want to get this shift. If you know you need to slow down and downshift, the safest way to do it is to firmly apply your service brakes and then make that downshift. So we got 2 nice safe downshifts in there by, you know, being down to 1,500 RPM. Our downshift brought us back up to 2,000 by applying service brake first, instead of that little bit riskier, a little bit more hot shot style of just trying to nail a downshift that takes you near red line. That's a good way to blow a transmission up or miss a shift and end up with kind of a runaway rig if you can't get it into a gear. Down here after these two little S's, we get another hairpin. I'll see if I can get a higher RPM downshift and jake breaker for you. So that took us up to 2,500 in fourth gear. The pack brake will slow this load down. We're down to 2,140 miles an hour. We're still going to need more for this turn. I'm going to try to go to third, which took us to 3,000, nearly red line. And that pack brake is still, again, slowing us down. Got us down to under 25 for that turn with no service brakes, just engine brake. But again, to emphasize that preferred braking downshifting pattern, if you're not really familiar with your rig, being to apply your service brakes with your trucking gear, nail your downshift in a nice, safe, low RPM range. And yeah, go out and drive. Like, this is really pretty. This can't really be that pretty. So I don't know why you're still watching me. Go out and drive your own truck. Or go out and get your own truck. Do your own, go that way. Go. Get out of here. Get out of here. Set your shit down. Turn your phone off. Go drive your own truck.